Cornolle versus Hailey Cowan. Hmm. This is going to be an interesting fight. Okay, let's first look at who they have fought in the past because that's something that I need to actually take into consideration. Before I start breaking down the fight, please bear with me, guys. I'm trying to give you as much information as I can. So the only fight in the UFC that Hailey Cohen has had was against Hoth, Jamie Lynn Hoth. I think that's her name. Yeah, I think it's Jamie Lynn Hoth or something like that. And in all honesty, she lost via decision, unanimous decision. I think I think it's not particularly good, to be honest. Jamie Lynn Hoth is not that great of a fighter. Let's get into Jamie Lynn Hoth actually and actually break down that particular fight and see who she lost to actually. Jamie Lynn Hoth obviously Miranda Maverick via unanimous decision. Okay, that's not too bad. Um, and then she beat Petrovic, lost to Macedo, the lady who's married to Dan Hardy. So I don't know. Let me go a little bit deeper because this is also not a bad loss. Okay, these are the only fights that Cohen has had. Oh no 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 no. Yeah, it seems like these are the only fights that Cohen has had. Am I tripping? Is the fight between Cohen versus Hoth a rematch? Maybe I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Oh, okay, no, I'm lying. That was their first fight. Anyway, so I mean, Jamie Lynn Hoth has not had that many fights in the UFC. Okay, she's lost to decent fighters. Pina Rafla Cohen is not a fighter; she's an athlete. Looks terrible on the feet. Cannot throw a punch. I hear you, man. So yeah, I mean, she fought Jamie Lynn Hoth, and Hoth is not particularly great in my opinion. And then Nora Cornolle, let me actually go to Nora Cornolle and look at her previous fights. So this is something that I want to start doing a little bit more instead of just breaking down how I think a fight is going to just play out. I think I'm going to start looking at previous opponents, and we will go through the previous opponents together. So Nora Cornolle fought um, Cavalcanti, and then she lost a split decision, which is good. Cavalcanti is really good. And then she also beat Melissa Mullins, I think. Decent, but she won via TKO, so or KO, so that's actually pretty decent. That's her in the second round, and then she beat what do you call her? Edwards. Um, so, so this is actually pretty good. I actually think this is a pretty decent resume. And she won via decision, unanimous decision against Edwards. She finished Mullins via KO. Sorry about that. This thing just disconnected. I apologize. So Pina Roifla Cavalcanti is a WMMA fighter who I rate highly. Yeah, and what do you call it? Nora Cornolle actually went to a split decision with her, which is quite impressive. I don't like rating people off of losses, but that's actually quite impressive to actually be able to achieve that. Whereas Cohen has lost to Jamie Lynn Hall, which is pretty terrible, in my opinion. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Jamie Lynn Hoth, but I don't feel like she's particularly great in any way, shape, or form. So let's get to the actual breakdown of the fight and how I think it's going to play out. Um, Cohen doesn't throw a lot of volume. I think what do you call her? Nora Cornolle is going to have a bit of an advantage as far as um, significant strikes goes. I think she's going to be a little bit more active. Even defensively, Nora Cornolle is flipping good defensively. It's not very easy to hit her, and this is coming from me after looking at the fight between her and Cavalcanti, and Cavalcanti is really good, and for the mere fact that Nora Cornolle was able to actually avoid any bad situation and avoid getting hit as much as he was able to against someone like Cavalcanti is particularly very, very, very impressive, to be honest. So on the feet, man, I don't know. Cavalcanti, what do you call her? Nora Cornolle has a high finishing rate. I think it's something like 87% finishing rate, which is insane. Whereas Cohen has I don't know, a 58% finishing rate or something like that. So when you combine the fact that Cornoli has an 87% finishing rate, exceptionally good defensively, throws a little bit more volume, she'll be a little bit more active than Cohen. And on the ground, let me see. Okay, she has terrible takedown defense. Okay, that's going to be worrying because Cohen actually shoots a lot of takedowns. And even though I don't feel like she's particularly great at the striking, she has muscles, so she can find a way to get her to the ground. Because Nora Cornolle has horrible takedown defense, unfortunately. Okay, this is bad. I'm not. Obviously, my subscribers and I are going with Nora Cornolle, but Nora Cornolle has horrible takedown defense, man. Horrible, horrible takedown defense. If she hasn't been working on her takedown defense, I could see a situation where Hailey Cowan finds a way to get this one done. Hailey Cowan shoots significantly more than Nora Cornolle. It's not even a comparison. Um, Hailey Cowan shoots a lot of takedowns, man. For women's MMA, Hailey Cowan shoots a lot of takedowns, and she has good takedown defense. I was very confident in this particular pick until I realized how terrible Nora Cornolle's takedown defense is. Okay, it is what it is. My subscribers and I are going with Nora Cornolle. I'm not as confident as I was initially. I think she has horrible takedown defense, and Hailey Cohen is very muscular, and she shoots a lot of takedowns, good takedown defense, and even in her fight versus Jamie Lynn Hunt, she performed decently as far as grappling goes. Not grappling, but the mere fact that she was shooting as many takedowns as she was, and she got some of them, that worries me. When you pair that up with Nora Cornolle's horrible takedown defense and the fact that it's WMMA, the probability of a first round finish is very low. If any finish is going to happen, it's probably going to be the second round. And I don't like that, man. I don't like that, especially now that I consider that Hailey Cohen actually went to a decision with Jamie Lynn Hoth, which is not great, but that also, the important thing about that point is that it shows that she has enough cardio to get to a decision, right? So even if she runs out of energy throughout the fight, she's going to make it to a decision. I'm a little bit worried now, but I'm sticking with Nora Cornolle. Not very confident in this particular pick, to be honest, especially after looking at this horrible takedown defense. I can see a situation where, I don't know, Hailey Cohen finds a way to get this one done, unfortunately. But I'm going with Nora Cornolle officially. Let me respond to the last comment and then I can bounce. I'm not sure if Cornolle gets a finish or not. Rifler, to be honest, after looking at the horrible takedown defense, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's not going to play out as easily as we expect it to. Nora Cornolle is exceptionally good. I hope she's been working on her takedown defense because she's fighting a physically stronger, in my opinion, just based on the optics of it. I'm not basing this off of anything. Just looking at them both, you can clearly see that Hailey Cowan is much stronger than Nora Cornolle. So the importance of that is when you combine that with the fact that Nora Cornolle has horrible takedown defense, it's possible that Hailey Cowan could actually take her down and control her there. So that honestly worries me. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it is what it is. I like the breakdowns, the breakdown that I did. I think I need to do this a little bit more, going through their opponents, or who they beat or who they fought, and maybe even going even deeper and checking the people they've beaten and how they've done in the UFC or even outside the UFC. I think that's something I'm going to implement going forward. I liked this kind of breakdown. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow I'm going live. Tweezy, welcome to the stream. You're late, man. You're going to have to watch it on the live section of the channel. Um, I just got done breaking down the fights. So, guys, tomorrow I'm going to do a live watch along. I don't know wherever you are in the world, from the early prelims up until the main card, I'm going to be doing a watch along. We can break down the fights together. Last week was incredible, even though there were a lot of things I can't repeat that were said on the stream. But yeah, join me for the watch along. If you are just joining now, if you're new to the channel, go to the live section of the channel. I've broken down literally every single fight on the card, so you can watch every single breakdown that I've made for individual card. I did group them together so that if you don't want to watch certain breakdowns, you don't have to watch all of them. You can watch the one that you want to watch. That's what's important. If you just want to watch the breakdown for the main event and co-main event, it's available there. If you don't care about the main event or co-main event, you can just watch the breakdown for the featured fight. So go to the live section of the channel. But the biggest part of the channel is the shorts. There's so much information there. So go through the entire channel and look through everything and decide if you want to be a part of the family. And also, guys, please vote the subscribers picks. Everyone has been asking me where I get the subscribers picks. Everything is done in the community section. It's very transparent. You can vote for who you think is going to win. And the subscribers have been particularly incredible at predicting fights since they started, So it's quite impressive, especially when I look at the numbers. I'm like, damn, they're doing better than me, But I'm only one person, and you guys obviously are a group of people, but still, you guys are doing really well. So kudos to you guys. So if you want to participate in the subscribers picks and statistics, go to the community section every single day, except maybe Saturday and Sunday. But Sunday I'm going to try to be a little bit more active with the community polls. Let me respond to you, Twizy, so that I can bounce. Twizy Rich, I actually think Cohen can win this. That's what I was saying actually before you came onto the stream. That's why I think I would advise you to actually rewatch the whole stream once I'm done, because in the beginning I was looking at Nora Cornolle's. I was looking at Nora Cornolle's previous opponents. I was like, oh my God, there's who did she beat in initial? I think she fought Mullins. She fought the Cavalcanti. She fought decent fighters, man. And then when you look at Cohen, I was like, she fought the Jamie Lynn Hoth. That's not very impressive. Up until I looked at Nora Cornolle's takedown defense, which is terrible, horrible, 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 right? Gamer, welcome to the stream. So up until I saw the Hailey Cowan's, Nora Cornolle's takedown defense, it's terrible. And when you take into consideration the fact that Cowan is very physically strong, Cowan shoots a lot of takedowns. If you look at the fight between her and what do you call her? The fight between her and what's her name? Jamie Lynn Hoth. She shot a lot of takedowns. Not a lot, but when you consider the fact that Nora Cornolle has horrible takedown defense, that honestly worried me. Cohen is very athletic, and she has good takedown defense. She shoots a lot of takedowns. So I can see a situation where Nora Cornolle is controlled for 3 rounds if she hasn't been working on a takedown defense. Um, so yeah, I honestly agree. Tuesday Rich, I'm unsure on Nora's grappling. No, it's terrible, man. You are right to be questioning it. Even though my subscribers and I are picking and I'm sticking with Nora Cornolle, I'm not very confident to be honest. Tuesday Rich, yes, 50-50. I agree 100%. Um, who's the new main perf? Khabib versus Prime McGregor. Who would win? I mean, we saw that. Um, anyway, guys, join me tomorrow for the watch along. If you want to watch all my other streams, go to the live section, go through the entire channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, deuces.